Hi everybody, I'm going to talk today about my new Asus ZenWatch 2. I bought it on May 13th from Best Buy for $149 with the gunmetal and the brown leather strap, which you can no longer get there. They've sold out. So now you can buy the rose gold or the silver. I recommend the 49mm version, the larger one, because that one has a built-in speaker. And that's my favorite feature of this watch, is the ability to make and receive phone calls directly from the watch. Now you still have to have your phone with you because you use your phone obviously, but it's a very cool feature. So this is the box. I'm not doing an unboxing, so there it is. All that's in there is the watch and a charging cable. So let's get to the watch. So now this is I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. This is not a watch face that it comes with. This is one I bought for 99 cents. It's called Weather Time, and I like it a lot. So there you go. Now I also have already changed the strap on. I've got I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is a navy blue strap, and it cost me $13 on Amazon, so I really like that too. It's a leather strap. So yeah, so you can buy a variety of different straps for the watch, and they're super easy to change because all you have to do is there's a little pin right there. There's a little pin you slide, and that allows you to release the watch band. So super easy. So there it is right there. That's the back side. And another thing, there's the speaker right there. So I'm not a kind of person that likes to throw away stuff after the batteries die. So like I have a Samsung Galaxy Note 8.0, and when the battery crapped out after 2 years, I replaced it. So, well, I had somebody else do it. But still, I don't like to throw it away. So that's one of the things I researched when I decided to buy a smartwatch. And you'll notice that there's 4 screws on the back of this watch. These are Torx screws. So you have to buy a special Torx screwdriver, which you can get at any hardware store, by the way. These are really, it's a really small one, but you have to, if you find the right size of Torx screwdriver, you can remove this back, and then the battery is easily accessible. And so that, plus the fact that this watch only costs $150, were 2 major selling points to me. Now I noticed, like the Huawei watch, it's extremely difficult to change the battery. The battery's, it got a wire coming out of it, and it's soldered to the circuit board. So yeah, that's not going to be easily fixed. So anyway, that plus the fact that it costs $350 is another deterrent for spending that kind of money on a smartwatch. I mean, seriously, this watch has all the same specs as all the other watches. It's got the Snapdragon 400 processor, the same amount of RAM, same amount of memory. The memory is 2.49 gigabytes, and you'll probably never use that much because I've got a whole bunch of apps loaded on here, which I'll show you right now, and you'll see that I've only used 800 megabytes, so I've still got another 1.6 gigabytes of storage. So now to access your apps, you just slide to the left right here. So, and you can see, you'll see all your apps right there. There's all your apps. So let's just scroll up here. And ZenWatch Music, that's an app that comes pre-installed, which is cool because it allows you to access your music. That's the other feature I really like about having a smartwatch, is that, so I got my phone in my pocket, right, and plug my headphones into it, or you can use Bluetooth if you want, but I like my COS Porta Pro headphones. Plug those into your phone, then you can control it from your watch. You can listen to all kinds of different things. I've got Spotify on here, and I've got Google Play Music, and so yeah, you got access to your music, and so you can see it right there. There's Google Play Music right there. Come on, there it is. It's not so easy to do this when you're staring at a viewfinder. So yeah, the phone feature, the music feature, those are my favorite things. So I also downloaded a series of apps from a company called App4 because they gave me a whole bunch of things for, it was on sale for $10, so I got the whole package. I got a web browser. I got, I just double tapped it and it went to big mode. Here, do that. There we go. So that's another way to get it to ambient mode. By the way, it's just covering the watch face. We'll put it in ambient mode. So another feature that I use a lot is the theater mode. Some people call that the cinema mode. So here in America we call it theater mode. So, and it even says theater mode there. So I tap on that and it shuts down the whole watch pretty much. And so the battery lasts a really long time. Now to wake it up, you just press your crown button and you're back in business. So anyway, I was talking about that suite of apps. There's the browser, calendar, documents, what else did it come with? Mail. This is for Gmail only, but it works just great for reading and forwarding and replying to email, and and then messages. Come on. Okay, so and it came with so it came with a whole suite of apps, like 7 different apps for $10 was a good deal. I think it's 15 now, but still. Anyway, so getting to watch faces, so if you press and hold the watch face, you can see you can change it. That's a weather time app I was telling you about. It costs 99 cents. And then there's one that's called, I downloaded, called Nighthawk, and that's an interactive one. So you can, the interactivity means that you can tap on a part of the screen in the watch face, and it'll launch an app for you. It'll launch an app. And you can customize it as to which app it loads. So I think that's pretty cool. So so let's talk about how you load apps into a smartwatch. So this is my phone, and I've got a folder here loaded up with all the different apps that I've got on the phone, on the watch, I should say. People always say that. They always say phone, they really mean the watch. So people are so used to saying phone now for everything. So yeah, these are all my different apps that I've got for the watch. And so the main one you're going to have to put in to use it at all is the Android Wear app. Now, here's a tip that I had to figure out. I wanted to put it on a mode so it would save the battery and not turn on every time you twisted your wrist. So you go to settings, you can see there's the watch right there, my watch, and you can see it's got the weather time watch face display. That's the one that's loaded right now, and it's got, you can add more apps from right here. But if you hit the settings button right here, the little gear, then you tap your ZenWatch. Now this one right here, tilt to wake screen, I have turned off. Took me a while to figure that out because I got to this screen, I didn't know I didn't see that setting. So then you got to press the actual watch right there. I just turned this one off by mistake. And so it's also got other things for like battery, and this right here is not accurate. This 8 hours left. A few minutes ago it said it had 3 hours left, so that's not an accurate figure. But it does tell you what percentage it has left and how much each app is using. I don't have any apps loaded right now, so it's only using the screen. So watch storage. So this will show you how much you've used. Like I say, I've used 894 megabytes, and I've got a whole bunch of apps. And it's 2.49 gigabytes total. And this is true of every single smartwatch out there. Every single Android Wear smartwatch. Same amount of storage on them all. So so that's the Android Wear app. So if you go to the ZenWatch Manager app, you'll see that it's completely different and has all kinds of Asus watch faces right here, and apps. These are all Asus apps. Like you've got Face Designer that allows you to create your own watch face, and the flashlight and the ZenWatch music feature is great. So these are all specific to Asus. So, and you see it says non-Asus watch face is that weather time app, so it doesn't display. Otherwise, it would show the app, the watch face that it's doing right now. And also it says 61 watch faces. Well, I've actually got more than that. It doesn't count, like I say, aftermarket watch faces. So so you go to tools here, and you can do all kinds of things. Forgot phone warning. That's a really great feature too, because if you walk out the door and your phone is still on, somewhere in the house, and it'll buzz your watch, let you know that you forgot your phone. So that's kind of cool. Face settings. So yeah, you can change different things here. You can change your weather update. That's for the Asus weather app, which I was kind of I want to talk about. That is the fact that so the Asus weather app, let's go back to the watch, uses AccuWeather, and right there, and the Android weather app uses weather.com. So you see a little bit, you have a little bit of variation there. So the Asus one, I think, is actually better because it gives you more details. Humidity, and what time the sunrise is, and the forecast. So that's kind of a cool app. So what else? Getting back to my ZenWatch here. So yeah, I love the watch because, like I say, I use it for phone calls. I use it for music, and notifications will pop up. And so if I get an email or something like that, and it'll show up. So I don't have to have my phone in front of me all the time. In fact, here's a little story for you. So it's such a problem. There's so many people that are staring at their watch. I'm sorry, at their phone as they're walking down the street, that various governments are actually putting pavement signals. Yes, you heard it. Pavement signals on the ground so you don't walk off a cliff or something. And this is in Sydney, Australia. They're putting pavement things so people don't run into things. That to me is crazy. I mean, I read a story about a woman who walked off a pier, and they fished her out of the water. She still had her phone in her hand. So yeah, I'm not that tied to my phone that I'm going to have it on my hand all the time. Well, in fact, I was out shopping the other day. Woman ahead of me in line, unloading her shopping cart. She never took her phone out of her hand. I wanted to tell her, you know what? You need one of these, because then you can get your notifications, get your phone calls, any kind of thing you gotta know about right away. It's right here on your watch. But I didn't want to, sell her a watch. So, but yeah, there's a lot of people that can benefit from having a smartwatch. So I love mine, and I don't leave home without it now. And you know what? I haven't worn a watch in years. When I started carrying a phone around with me, I didn't need a watch anymore. Plus, all they do is tell you the time. So the ability to use my watch as both a phone, and you can initiate calls from here too. So you just go into that phone app, and you can initiate the call. Just like that. So you press the phone app, and then you can initiate a call. So in fact, I think I'm going to demonstrate that now, because I have not seen that in any other video. I'm going to go get a phone right here, and I'm going to call my watch. So here we go. So it's going to dial my phone, and you're going to see it's going to show up on my watch. I did something wrong. Okay, let's try it again. It could be it's not calling because my cell phone reception is so bad right here. I mean, it may just not be getting any bars at all. Yeah, it's down to like 1 bar. Oh, now it's ringing. Okay, now it should. There goes my ringtone, and there's my phone. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, I'm going to stop that. So to actually answer it there, all you have to do is, yeah, it says missed call. All you had to do is slide to the right. It had a green little bubble that was appearing on the left. You slide to the right, and that answers it. If you don't want to get the phone call, you just slide to the left. So that's pretty cool. So slide this up, and then you can get rid of it. That's why I slide to the right. Anyhow, I think that's it for now. I showed you all the major features. Any comments, I will be glad to answer them. I do review all of my comments because I don't want unhelpful comments to be posted. So if you have a useful thing that you want to know about, I'll be glad to answer your question. Anyhow, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.